What's up, family? Hey, I want to jump on here. I want to have a real heart to heart with you guys. I'm in Colorado at my friend's house, and this is like my sister and my brother. I love these people. Okay, stay with me. We're gonna go somewhere, and it's gonna get kind of heavy today. All right. Um, First and foremost, man, I love this backdrop. The Matrix. I love that movie. That's what we're gonna talk about. Okay. Um, the Bible talks about the power that we possess in our tongue. Stay with me, we're going to go somewhere life changing. Okay? Again, in our tongue, we possess the power of life and death. And most people have never really learned or understood what that was saying. Okay? A few days ago, I made a video talking about taking back your power. Take back your power. And I talked about how I got eczema. Eczema can be triggered at any time in your life by pretty much anything. You know what I mean? And so it started behind my knees, then went to my stomach, went to my arms, my elbows, and spread on my arms, then it was on my stomach and my chest. And after a few days, it's like, man, what? Just it itched me real bad and just bothering me and just spreading and getting worse and worse. It's like, man, I ain't dealing with this. Why am I dealing with this? I'm not dealing with this. I don't have to deal with this. I'm not dealing with this. And as I've done a lot more research on it, it's like, oh, no, I'm not taking no steroids. I'm not taking none of that crap to deal with it, to tolerate it. You know what I mean? And all the information I got talked about how that it stays with you for the rest of your life. You can't get rid of it. You could just deal with it. You know what I mean? And just put cream and ointment on to stop the itching and all that, but it's a lifelong condition. That's not me. I'm not accepting that. I'm not dealing with that. To each their own. I'm not. Stay with me. We're still talking about the power of your tongue. And so I got to this like, man, I'm not dealing with this. And I commanded it to leave. The eczema was on the back of my knees, all over my stomach, all over my chest, all over my arms. And it was itching me bad. It was getting worse and worse. I didn't put any ointment on. I didn't go get no cream. I didn't go see the doctor. Any of that stupid stuff. That's stupid to me. To each their own. I don't have to deal with that stuff. In the power of our tongue, we possess life and death. I commanded the eczema to leave, and it left. The itching stopped. The rash on my arms, my chest, my stomach, my legs, it went away. Okay? But what we have to understand, what we have to remember, is that we have the ability to command these things, command our life circumstances to be how we want them to be. Okay? And a lot of us don't believe in that. We think that's witchcraft. We think that's voodoo. We think that's whatever. And that's why you ain't got no power. That's why you just accept any and everything. It is what it is. We have to understand that we are more powerful than we've ever dreamed. We are more powerful than we've ever imagined. But because we don't believe that, we feel powerless. We feel voiceless. Okay? Stay with me. So if the Bible says that in the power of your tongue possess life and death, that's saying that, man, I speak life and I speak death. Okay? And so when I sit there and say, man, I'm sick, when I say, man, I got eczema, when I say, man, I have cramps, I got diabetes, I got all this other stupid stuff, man, I'm poor, I'm broke, and blah, blah, blah. That's death. That's death. Man, that's poverty. You know what I mean? We speak these things into our lives. We speak these things over our lives. And so many people, man, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it 100. And it is what it is, and I'm just saying what I see. Man, damn all that. You know what I mean? And I know people don't like me cursing, man. I don't care. Yeah, I'm just, I'm passionate about what I say. I'm passionate about what I'm trying to help you guys understand. We don't have to live all like that. You know what I mean? We don't have to accept that foolishness. You don't have to accept poverty. You don't have to accept being craziness. You don't have to accept depression. You don't have to accept anxiety. You don't have to accept pain. You don't have to accept sicknesses, illness, any of that crap. We have to learn to get out of the matrix. You have to learn who you are. You have to remember who you are. You are far more powerful than that. You can speak and command these things to leave. But understand something. Because we talk about manifesting all the time. You're always manifesting something. Whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, you're always manifesting something. What are you manifesting? Are you manifesting more drama? Are you manifesting more chaos? Are you manifesting wealth? Are you manifesting poverty? Are you manifesting sickness? What are you manifesting? That's number one. When you learn to, there's a big thing going on in spiritual realm. You have a lot of people talking about clearing, and what clearing is, it's where you go in as somebody, you go to somebody, and they take all these negative thoughts and beliefs that you have, and they speak them out of your life. Okay, all the blockages that you have, why you're poverty, why you live in poverty, why you accept poverty, why you accept sicknesses and ailments and blah 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 blah, all these negative things, right? So it's a condition of your mind. Okay, it's a condition that you've accepted. Stay with me. And so clearing is where we go in and we eliminate all that. We clear it out of your mind. We clear it out of your conscious. So we clear it out of your soul, if you will. Okay? We get rid of that. Okay? Stay with me. That's great. When you get rid of poverty, it's like you got to get rid of all that. You got to get rid of that negative thoughts. You got to get rid of that woe is me mentality. You got to get rid of that, man, I'm always going to be broke. I'm always going to be sick. I'm always going to be this and it's always bad. You know what I mean? You got to get rid of that. I got to work for the rest of my life and blah, 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 blah. You got to get rid of all that. But you also got to get rid of all the things that are attached to that. All the things that brought that into your conscious being. All those things that brought that into your subconscious being. You know what I mean? All the other feelings and emotions that arrived with that piggybacked on that brought that negativity into your life. You have to clear all of that madness out. Okay? In order for you to clear all that madness out, or after you clear all that madness out, then you have to turn around and put something in its place. All these things are just energy. It's just energy. You know what I mean? It's toxic energy. But once you clear that out, you have to fill that space with something else. You have to fill that space with wealth. You have to fill that space with health. You know what I mean? With wholeness. You know what I mean? Because even the Bible talks about clearing. The Bible talks about how that if you cast out a devil out of somebody, and if you don't clean that, after you clean that house, this is what they're saying, the devil will come back and they'll find that empty house, and he'll bring 7 more demons with him. What does that signify? What that is saying is once you get rid of all that negative stuff out of your mind, out of your conscious, out of your subconscious thought, if you don't put something in that space, if you don't put something in that area, then all of that drama, all that chaos, all that negativity that you just got rid of, that you just cleared out, is going to come back and it's going to be stronger. It's going to be a lot worse than what it was before. And so you have to fill that space. You have to fill that emptiness with something else. And you fill it with what it is that you want. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, man, fill that space with knowledge and wisdom and love and compassion. Fill it with health. Fill it with wealth. You know what I mean? And so you have to speak these things into existence. Again, the power of the tongue, in the power of your tongue, you possess life and death. So every time you say, I am sick, I am this, and it's all negative, you're cursing yourself. You're speaking that negativity into and over your life. That's a curse. So now that you've spoken that, or somebody's spoken that over your life, and you don't even have to speak it over your life. It could be something that your family spoke over your life. Somebody from a childhood, somebody, people you don't even know. You know what I mean? And because you've accepted it, you've given that stuff power to be there. So when you clear it, that's you revoking its privilege. That's you saying you can't stay here no more. You have no power in my life anymore. You have no authority to be here in my life anymore. I'm not asking you to be here. I'm not asking you to leave. I'm demanding that you get the blink up out of here. I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. And so that's the power that we possess. And so once you do that and get rid of all that madness, now you got to speak help. You got to speak something into that space. You got to fill that space with something. I don't know if you can hear the train in the background. I love that sound. It sounds so 1800, 1900-ish. Anyways, and so it's important that we learn how to clear. You know what I mean? And we don't have to make it all taboo and all religious and all, get all formalities. There's no formalities to it. You know what I mean? Just speak it. Just boom. You know what I mean? You ain't got to go pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to somebody to clear all this madness for you. If you don't understand how to do that, okay, yeah, I can understand you doing that. I can understand you going to somebody and having them clear some stuff out and help you. Okay? If you don't believe it, but you still got to believe it. You know what I mean? But you have that power. You are that power. You could speak that in your own life. You could clear your own crap. You don't need anybody else to clear that stuff for you. You don't need a healer to clear that stuff for you. You don't need a preacher or teacher or some spiritual guru or shaman or anybody else like that to clear anything for you. You can do that yourself. Because in the power of your tongue is life and death. The problem is the great majority of us don't remember who we are. And because we don't remember who we are, we accept foolishness. Because we don't remember who we are, we accept poverty. We accept scarcity. You know what I mean? We live in a survival mode mentality. I got to get mine. I'm going to get you before you get me. You know what I mean? We live in that mess because that's what we embrace. Because that's just how we live. We're all tensed up, all stressed out. It's like, you ain't got to live like that. You don't have to live like that. That is a choice that you make every single day. Learn to take back your power. Learn to get out of the matrix. Remember who you are. You are far more powerful than you can ever imagine. My hope and prayer is that you wake up. You wake up and stop playing the stupid games. You wake up and step outside of the box of the matrix.